As the series comes to a close, I will say that this is a video I have been waiting to do for the last possible minute. I personally have never been a fan of the Prestige system, and with each passing game, I begin to like this shit even less due to what the two developers use the Prestige system for, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in a minute. Of course, we have some more Black Ops 2 gameplay footage for you in the background, with the first game coming from Rico, and he's playing some kill confirmed on standoff, whatever the fuck you want to call this shit. I don't know the names of these maps, and I really just don't give a shit, man. Anyway, the second game is from Grim Reaper again. He submitted plenty of videos up in this motherfucker, and believe it or not, these will be the final two gameplay videos from friends and subscribers. I'm actually going to use some of my own shit in the final two videos of the series to wrap this motherfucker up, so yes, I'm actually going to have some footage of me playing Call of Duty in this motherfucker. Now, on to business. Every game, from Call of Duty to sports to action, fucking World of Warcraft, RPGs, Techno Kitty Adventures, Pokemons, all that shit, they all want you to play the game as long as possible. They all want you to keep playing their game and enjoying their game for hours. And in today's day and age of online games to play against other people and shit like that, finding ways of keeping people interested in playing your games longer is always a challenge developers need to overcome. Infinity Ward came up with a formula for that with Call of Duty 4. On top of creating one of the most wildly addicting online shooter games that probably still runs smoother than most of its younger drug-using siblings, you know, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, and all that bullshit, they rolled out something that games hadn't really seen before. The Prestige system. Now, wrap your head around this concept for a second. You finish ranking up your character to the highest level of the game. You unlock all the weapons and all the goodies for you to use at any time you want. You've accumulated challenges along the way, which we all know some were absurdly annoying and shit like that. Oh man, some of that I ain't gonna get into that bullshit. And after collecting all of this shit, you piss it all away to do it all over again? The fuck is that shit, man? You know, that challenge accepted guy being created only in 2010 is bullshit, because we were doing that shit back in 2007. The Prestige system is nothing more than a developer's way of getting people to continue to play the game. That's all. It's an e-penis measuring stick on how long someone has played the game. Because we all know it doesn't equate to skill, and it doesn't equate to how well they play the game. It just means how long someone has played this motherfucker. And stupidly, I have hit that fucking button more times than I care to admit. You know, some of you have done it 75 times and 6 games have been available. That's some serious dedication right there. I've hit the button less than 25 times, and I probably regret at least 20 of those shits. And the sad shit is, each year, the developers manipulate the system more and more to squeeze every fucking ounce of gaming time out of us as they can. You know, 6 years ago, this was a brilliant idea. Infinity Ward came up with this genius way of getting people to keep coming back to Call of Duty 4 over and over and over again with a resetting rank up system. It was so genius, in fact, that other games have copied the system for their multiplayer element. Uncharted calls it the Legacy system, but it's the same shit. Crysis calls it a nanosuit reboot, but it's the same shit. And in each game, the concept remains the same. A never-ending dangling carrot in front of people to keep them playing as long as possible to show off their e-penis. As simple and as annoying as this shit is utterly fucking brilliant at the same time. Now, of course, each game since Call of Duty 4 has tweaked the Prestige system. Treyarch connected more custom classes to the Prestige system in World at War. Infinity War then rolled out token unlock systems so you can get shit in Modern Warfare 3. And of course, Black Ops makes you Prestige at least once to be able to unlock everything in the game. You know, you can't unlock everything without hitting the Prestige button at least one fucking time. But I'm sorry, this ain't 2007 no more. The Prestige system needs to be Prestige itself. Matter of fact, it needs to be completely eliminated. Or in the case of my replacement idea, sacrificed. Call of Duty no longer needs a Prestige system to determine e-penis measurements. They need what I will call the sacrifice. Sound like some blood-sucking emo gothic ritual shit, right? No, it's actually a quite simple concept. The sacrifice is a combination of multiple elements that are already in Call of Duty and turning them into one gigantic challenge system meant to keep people playing longer than the Prestige system ever could. Here's the basic idea behind it. The sacrifice is a series of endless challenges that you can complete at your own leisure. It combines elements from the Prestige system, in-game challenges, and contracts from Black Ops 1, all into one unique package. However, as the name implies, it will come at a cost. A sacrifice you will need to make in order to complete these challenges. Every time you elect to complete a sacrifice, you will have to give up something or play by a certain set of rules to do so. And unlike the contracts we saw in Black Ops 1, these have no end times and no failure system. Once you're in, there's no way out. You're in it to win it in this bitch. Now here's how it works. When you hit the final level of ranking up, you will unlock the sacrifice system, where challenges will become available. These challenges will have things we're used to from contracts and in-game challenges that we've always seen, like 100 kills with a certain gun, or calling umpteen fucking choppers, whatever you want to do. They also have challenges that include playing times for a certain game mode for a specific time frame, or using a gun for a certain time frame. But where this becomes different is each challenge comes with restrictive handicaps that limit you to only completing that challenge. So let's go through some examples so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Say you enter a sacrifice where you need 100 kills with an AK-47. Easy enough, right? We've all seen this before. But what the game will do is lock out every other gun in the game, forcing you to use only the AK-47. You will not have access to any gun in your created class system other than the AK-47 to complete this challenge. Now sure, you can pick a gun up off the floor and whatnot, but you still won't gain access to guns until you complete the 100 kills. Another example would be 2 hours of playing domination only, where every game type is locked for you. You will have to complete 2 hours of domination without leaving a match to open up other playlists. These are basic challenges, but the system could get incredibly complex and incredibly difficult. 2 hours of gameplay with no kill streaks. 2 hours of gameplays with a pistol only. Finish in the top 3 in free-for-all matches for 5 games. Capture 25 headquarters with only shotguns unlocked. As you can see, the ideas can be basic, or they could be more advanced. Get 25 kills with all 4 sniper rifles. Melee kill 50 people who are stunned by special grenades. Play 3 entire games where you are personally pepper sprayed the entire game. Get 40 kills in search and destroy with a silenced assault rifle. Collect 100 kill confirmed tags with running disabled. You can only walk in that bitch. In every one of these examples, you see that you will be limited to what you can do, and there is no way out of this challenge until you complete the motherfucker. Rage quit the pepper spray game? Guess what? That's not a complete game, and you'll still need to go back and complete that motherfucker. Don't like sniping? Well, tough titty, you're in the challenge, and all you're going to be able to do is snipe up in that motherfucker. And this is just the surface of what could be done with these challenges. This could be an endless series of challenges that can have infinite possibilities. Guns, game modes, objectives, time limits, handicaps like no running or half health, or any combination of all of these could be mixed into unique challenges that replace the elements of the prestige system. Now, if you really grasp the concept of what I've created here, I've meshed practically all the gimmicks the two developers have used over the years to keep us playing this motherfucker. The prestige system, the ultimate e-penis argument over how long you played this bitch because you have a new shiny badge. I pulled elements from that shit. Think about it. You lose all your shit every time you prestige. So in the examples of sacrifices, you will lose the ability to use certain guns or weapons, and you will only unlock them if you play long enough. Sounds exactly like the prestige system. You will only gain minimal rewards such as emblems or banners or decorations for your guns and shit, whatever the fuck it is you want. Contracts from Black Ops 1 are obviously mixed into this. You have to complete a unique set of challenges apart from the in-game challenges that we've all seen, you know, like run 26 miles or whatever the fuck that stupid shit is. And unlike Black Ops 1 where you could ignore the contract and fail the motherfucker, you can't fail here. And you can't quit. You're stuck in the sacrifice until you actually complete the challenge. It's the same way like prestige. You prestige and you don't like losing all your shit. Guess what? Tough titty. You have to rank up all over again. With contracts, you elected which ones to complete. You know, like unlike the normal challenge system and shit where a good portion doesn't happen randomly without you knowing. Contracts were specific goals. Now, sacrifices will be specific goals. The challenge system of unlocking emblems and decals for your characters and shit and gun are also located here. You know, like we gotta fall 20 feet or whatever and survive the motherfucker, or bust 1,000 bastards in the head and shit like that. For each sacrifice you complete, you receive a unique identifier that shows you completed a certain challenge. Hell, this could be expanded upon into leaderboards, point systems, all that shit for further progression. And the best part is, you can add DLC challenges to this any single time. The Sacrifice Challenge could be in the thousands if you want, or even better, take a page out of Mass Effect 3's co-op mode. Have weekend events. Every other weekend or every weekend, roll out a unique Sacrifice Challenge, something everyone could have the option to participate in, like an entire weekend without kill streaks, or an entire weekend of having prone disabled or something. Can you imagine that shit? Those that elect to participate will receive rewards. Those that elect not to participate are not obligated to do so. Think of the possibilities. Think of the potential. Think of the creativity this can offer. Think of the community involvement of a system that continues to evolve and change each week, or gives you more ways of playing this game than ever before. This is clearly a more player-centric control system other than just hitting a prestige button and losing your shit all over again. Yet, unlike the prestige system, this could be an endless series of challenges and support. Think about it. When you hit the final level of prestige, what else is there to play for? I mean, maybe there's some challenges, right? I mean, maybe a gold gun or a diamond gun in this bullshit, or fucking Hello Kitty camo. Or whatever the fuck they offer now. Oh, I got dragon scale camo. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit what your gun looks like if you're fucking lagging and running around circles around me in this bitch. Here, no matter what you do, there is always something else to complete, something else to challenge yourself, because with weekly updates and ongoing support, the sacrifices are infinite. It's an unlimited number of challenges that can be completed and defeated at all times. Now, one thing I would like to see with this is I want to be able to tell which people have actually entered a sacrifice. I want that to be known in lobbies or games or leaderboards, whatever the fuck it is, whether their name is in a lobby board screen as red, or it's red on a leaderboard, or it's red in the lobby. I want something to signify who in the room is currently taking up a challenge, because if I see one asshole running around knifing people, I would hope to fucking hell he's trying to complete some kind of challenge. Or some stupid motherfucker sniping on some god-awful tiny map. Oh my god. I would hope he's trying to complete at least something. At least if you see someone's name in red somewhere, you know he's working on a challenge. He might be playing like an asshole, but he sacrificed his shit for a challenge, so yes, he is playing like an asshole for a reason. Now, as far as how to choose your sacrifice, there are multiple ways this could be implemented. First is a completely random draw. You have absolutely no control over what you get, and you have to complete the challenge regardless. And this really ups the ante in terms of what you sacrifice. You know, I like the idea of how this amps up the difficulty. However, I would hate to get stuck with some stupid shit. Oh man, if I got stuck with some fucking knife-only shit for 2 hours, I would be raging like a motherfucker. But you know what? It'd be some entertaining rage up in this bitch. Now, that idea might be a bit extreme. So the next setup would be choosing a random sacrifice within a group of challenges or something like that. Say like gun challenges, where you know you're going to be getting a certain gun for a while, using a certain gun for a certain amount of kills. Or you get a category called game mode challenges, where you'll be playing a random game mode for X amount of hours or whatever the fuck it is. Or you could go by a level of difficulty, with easy challenges all the way up to hard challenges, like I mentioned before, how they get complex and more advanced. You won't know the exact sacrifice you get, but you'll have a general idea of what you're going to be completing. And I think most people would prefer this method since it gives them some form of control, but it keeps that element of surprise where they don't know the exact challenge that they're going to get. Of course, the easy way out is having the sacrifice detailed for you and you choose the ones that you want to complete, but where's the fun of that, man? I mean, we have the contracts in Black Ops 1 where you can pick whatever the fuck you want, but where's the danger? Where's the mystery? Where's the excitement? I don't want people seeing the details of a sacrifice because they would just continuously choose the easy ones that they want. Fuck that shit. I want this to sneak up on people like some surprise butt sex and shock the shit out of them. That'd be my concept with this motherfucker. Now, obviously, with eliminating the prestige system, there are two key elements that would need to be addressed. The additional custom classes and XP totals. You know, the custom class slots could be an easy fix. You can actually throw those right into the sacrifice, whether it's completing 50 or 100 sacrifice challenges or whatever the fuck you want. Then you earn another custom slot. Sort of how we used to have the prestige to gain a custom slot. Now, you don't need the prestige anymore. Use a prestige token or whatever the fuck it is. Now you just have to complete some extra sacrifice challenges and you get a motherfucking extra class. Or there could be some special sacrifices where by completing an extraordinarily annoying challenge, you know, something like 5 hours of free-for-all with a pistol only, or 200 kills in search and destroy, shit like that. If you complete something that complex, yeah, you got a custom class along with a nice shiny badge or whatever the fuck. But things like that is where you can add the custom class slot. The XP totals are a completely different animal altogether. You know, a number of people hate losing all that XP they earn where it's not going towards some kind of ranking and shit like that. You know, particularly since I added the game modes of the week that has double XP and casual mode that has half the XP, you would at least want your shit going somewhere after you fully ranked up, right? I mean, seriously, what would be the fucking point of me saying that there's a game mode of the week that has double XP? Meanwhile, you're fully ranked up less than 2 weeks after the game came out. That'd be total bullshit, man. So what I would do is I would tie the XP into the sacrifice mode in terms of multipliers to finish your sacrifice challenges quicker. So for example, after 1 million XP, you may receive a 1% increase in speeding up your sacrifice challenges. So let's say you need 100 kills with an Uzi. When you hit the first level of a multiplier, you would be allowed to only need 99 kills to actually complete the challenge. Or say you get a 5% increase, now you only need 95 kills. Or a 10% increase where now you only need 90. Same could work for time challenges where you only need an hour and 45 minutes of sabotage or whatever the fuck. Each multiplier helps you earn sacrifices faster. And the only way to hit these multipliers is through XP you earn in games that you play. You know, the reality is, at some point in Call of Duty, your XP is going to waste. Whether you hit the final prestige all the way to the end or you chose not to prestige at all, there is a limit to when your XP stops ranking you up. So the same thing would be in effect for these multipliers. At some point, you will hit the final multiplier where you can't rank it up anymore. I mean, there has to be a finite point where your XP does end. Otherwise, people will be just ranking up forever in this motherfucker. Now, if you compare the sacrifice to what we have now in Call of Duty, it's a refined system. It's everything we're used to in a new format. I mean, think about it. When you prestige, you lose everything. Here, when you enter a challenge, you lose almost all your inventory. Prestige is completely optional, and so is this. Challenges help you earn XP to rank up. So do these. They go towards more challenges. And this method can be supported weekly with new updates, almost similar to what the contract system had at Black Ops 1, only That one was more automated, and this one can actually be fully supported by human beings and shit like that. Basically, the prestige system has now been overhauled top to bottom, combined with ongoing challenges to add a continuously evolving level of gameplay that Call of Duty enjoys. Your hours of dedication to this game now go towards something more than just an endless rank-up system. Your hours are going towards more than a dangling carrot hanging in front of your face to show off your e-penis. You now have challenges to accept and bragging rights to talk about when you complete challenges completely separate from what your friends accomplished. I mean, shit, did you really think I wouldn't come through with something new and fantastic to keep people playing Call of Loco? The prestige system has got to go, and my idea of the sacrifice will easily replace it with something everyone has been familiar with a brand new format and a brand new coat of paint. Anyways, I have 2 more videos left in the series, but sadly, this is the final video to discuss changes to multiplayer. The final 2 Blueprint videos have something else I need to address in Call of Duty, and those will finish up the series, but this has been a long and fun journey on how to fix all the issues this game has online. 23 videos on what improvement this motherfucker can make, and I still have 2 more to go. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit, and I'll see you guys in the next Blueprint video.